What would you sacrifice for likes? Your time? Your peace of mind? Your health? There's this disturbing trend of risking it all for a moment of digital fame. And there's a YouTube video with a shocking example of someone spending 24 hours eating nothing but McDonald's. The result? A descent into physical and mental turmoil, all for the sake of views. A few years ago, I took part in a silly challenge with friends, spending 24 hours playing video games non-stop. What started as a fun time with friends ended with all of us exhausted, irritated, and questioning why on earth we had done it. I remember the emptiness that followed, not just physically but emotionally. That experience stuck with me, and when I saw the video, I was instantly brought back to that deep sense of questioning. Why do we put ourselves through these things? Is there really a void in our lives that only nonsense can fill? This video is not an isolated case. It is part of a much larger trend, where absurd challenges have become the currency for popularity on social media. Look around and you'll see teenagers risking their lives in search of a viral video, people putting their health at risk for a fleeting moment of digital fame. It's a competition to see who can go the furthest, be the most extreme, all in the name of entertainment. And in this race to the bottom, are we losing sight of what truly matters? What does this say about us as a society? What kind of values are we truly promoting? The video I saw is a perfect example of how the pursuit of instant entertainment can turn into an act of self-destruction. For 24 hours, this man not only consumed a huge amount of fast food but also documented every moment of his physical and mental deterioration. And this was done deliberately, with a clear intention to shock and entertain. But where do we draw the line between fun and danger? When does entertainment become exploitation? How many of us, watching a video like this, laughed at some moments, enjoyed the insanity of the idea, but then asked ourselves, is this really worth it? And more importantly, what are we really encouraging when we give views, likes, and share this type of content? My opinion is that as consumers of digital content, we can reflect on what we are willing to tolerate and even applaud in the name of entertainment. Because in the end, the culture we create online has real impacts on people's lives, both those who create and those who consume. Spending 24 hours consuming fast food non-stop isn't just a questionable choice. It's a severe blow to physical and mental health. Fast food is, well, you know. The problem here isn't McDonald's, and they do have healthier options, so subjecting your body to a marathon of processed foods with minimal digestion intervals has immediate effects, blood sugar spikes and crashes, which can lead to extreme fatigue, dizziness, and even fainting. And that's not to mention the long-term impact: increased cholesterol, risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, weight gain, and obesity. In the video, the creator mentions feeling nauseous, fatigued, and even dehydrated, all signs that his body was on high alert, struggling to process the insane amount of food he was consuming. And what about mental health? The connection between diet and mental health is becoming increasingly clear. Diets high in processed foods are associated with a higher risk of depression, anxiety, and mood disorders. Throughout the video, we see the man refer to himself as an idiot multiple times, and there are clear moments of distress and regret. Think of your body like a car. Put junk in the tank, and it's not going to run well for long. Nutrition and psychology experts say that subjecting the body to this kind of diet for a long time can have terrible effects, not just physically but mentally too. These health impacts don't happen in isolation. They are reflections of a digital culture that gives importance to instant validation and entertainment over individual well-being. These challenges are not mere exceptions, but symptoms of a society where the quest for digital relevance can lead to dangerous decisions. But these impacts go beyond the individual. They are signs of a bigger issue, a digital culture that values quick entertainment over health and well-being. You know, I often wonder if we all lost our way a bit. When did we start thinking that likes were more valuable than our own well-being? Throughout history, there have been numerous instances where entertainment crossed ethical lines. From the days of gladiators in ancient Rome to modern reality shows, the public has always had a certain fascination with others' suffering. Back then, they fought lions in the Colosseum. Today, we fight common sense in the comments section. But what we are seeing now, in the digital age, is a new form of gladiators. Ordinary people subjecting themselves to extreme challenges, all for a fleeting moment of fame. We live in an era where online recognition has become a powerful currency, often at the expense of our health and well-being. This behavior is not just encouraged, it's almost expected, fueling a vicious cycle of chasing relevance at any cost. Consider other challenges that have gone viral in recent years. From the Tide Pod Challenge, where young people ingested detergent pods, to the Cinnamon Challenge, which led to hospitalizations due to choking. While many see these challenges as harmless or just fun, the reality is that they have very real consequences. What do all these challenges have in common? They are dangerous, irresponsible, and ultimately exploit the human desire for social validation. But the blame doesn't rest solely on content creators. As consumers, we are also responsible. Every time we click on a video like this, we signal to the algorithm that we want more of this type of content. We are inadvertently encouraging harmful behaviors. Collective responsibility is not a new concept, but is more relevant than ever in the digital age. Let's be real, when was the last time you did something crazy just because your friends dared you to? Now imagine doing that in front of millions of people. These social trends, however, do not emerge in a vacuum. It's the content creators, with their massive reach, who often set these trends in motion. How do these influencers keep this cycle of self-destruction and digital validation going? With millions of followers, influencers wield immense power. And as the saying goes, with great power comes great responsibility. But are they aware of the impact they have on their audiences, especially the younger ones? Let's contrast two types of influencers. On one side, we have those who use their platform to promote healthy challenges, like the 30 Days Fitness Challenge, where followers are encouraged to adopt healthier lifestyle habits. On the other, we have videos which glorify dangerous and self-destructive behaviors. The difference between them is clear. One promotes growth and well-being, the other risk and potential harm. Research shows that young people are particularly susceptible to the influence of content creators. According to a recent Pew Research study, 72% of teenagers say they want to be digital influencers when they grow up. This means that what they see online not only shapes their current actions, but also their future aspirations. When dangerous behavior is glorified, it becomes a model to be followed, and that is deeply concerning. But where do we draw the line? To what extent should content creators be held accountable for their actions and the impact they have on their followers? The truth is, with millions of views comes an ethical responsibility. Content creators who disregard these responsibilities in pursuit of easy entertainment are not only acting negligently, but also compromising the trust their audience places in them. Influencers have the power to shape behaviors and in many cases define cultural trends. Each choice made by these creators contributes to normalization of practices that put health and well-being at risk, highlighting how digital influence is intrinsically linked to the challenges we face as a society. There are those who argue that challenges like this are harmless and that it is up to the viewer to discern between what is entertainment and what is sensible behavior. They suggest that imposing limits on creative content might end up restricting freedom of expression, which is essential for cultural diversity and innovation. While it is valid to defend individual autonomy and creative freedom, these arguments often overlook the substantial influence that content creators wield, especially over more vulnerable audiences. Studies show that risky behavior increases significantly when young people are repeatedly exposed to content that normalizes or glorifies these actions. Therefore, while personal responsibility is important, external influence cannot be underestimated. Instead of promoting harmful challenges, content creators could use their influence to encourage positive and healthy practices. Imagine a 24-hour challenge where every hour the participant does something that promotes well-being, like meditating, exercising, or even volunteering for a social cause. Not only will this create interesting content, but it will also have a positive impact on the audience. Reflecting on the alternatives shows us that there are ways to create engaging content without compromising ethics or the health of viewers. It is possible to be popular without being irresponsible. We need to foster a digital culture that values content that educates, inspires, and uplifts rather than just entertains. Next time you see a video like this, resist the urge to click. Instead, share content that inspires growth and positivity. Support creators who challenge us to be better, not just entertained. As consumers, we have the responsibility to carefully choose what we support. The next time you come across a viral challenge, ask yourself, is this something I want to see more of in the world? Does it promote values I respect? If the answer is no, consider not watching, not sharing, and instead supporting creators committed to healthy and positive content. We're all in this digital world together, and it's up to us to make it a better place. We have the power to change what's popular by choosing what we watch and share. The next time you're scrolling, remember, your clicks have power. Will you choose to uplift or to exploit? The future of digital culture is really in your hands. What you choose to engage with today shapes the digital world of tomorrow. What do you want to see reflected back at you? If this content resonated with you, there's another video right here that I think you'll find just as valuable. Go ahead and click on it, and I'll meet you there in a moment.